don't care about that. But you're saying you can positively impact your chances of dying more quickly, quite frankly, by eating a sensible diet.
Staying healthy for longer.
Yeah.
So, for instance, animal studies, if you dietally calorically restrict an animal, rat, a mouse, or even a rhesus monkey,
You starve it.
you make it eat less than it would choose to eat if you just let it get on with it. You get a very broad spectrum.
Well, this is Big Buzz TV. Yes, broadcasting from my breakfast location in Carvide Bay. What I love about this job is the winter, and I love the wildness, and I love the fact I have the car park to myself. Hey, I think that's a great idea. What are you doing in there, Grippy? Hey, didn't we have some fun? Yes, Grippy, we did. And you turned into a crusty, I turned into a young, thrusting businessman, and we all had a jolly good time. Ho, ho, ho! But, Boris, what are you up to with Mr. Cummings on your there? Hey, boys and girls, I'm having a whale of a time playing Prime Minister. I think Jobo... Is that what you call yourself, Jobo? Yeah. Well, what is normal? Because one of the things I did find, we went to Extinction Rebellion, and I went to the BBC, particularly because I listened to the BBC, and quite fairly honestly, they talk more about certainly cooking and souffles than they do about climate change. So one of the things was that I thought to myself, well, really do need to sit there and remind them that we have an emergency and we really do need to get off oil, and we really do need to start talking to people, and we really do need to look at some of the science and all the possibilities which they are just ignoring. Anyway. Hey, boys and girls! Oh, Donald Trump, what is that? You're talking about ignoring things. What are you ignoring today, then? I'm ignoring the fact that I've lost my golf game. Oh, Donald, I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you not crying, are you, Donald? Don't be silly, that's just a joke. They're crocodile tears, aren't they, Donald? And, yeah, so me sitting here talking to myself, and the whole thing about Extinction Rebellion and going up to Extinction Rebellion was very educational, and people and human beings. But the one thing about it is that the whole thing recently, and I sat in Trafalgar Square. We stopped a few cars going around Trafalgar. Well, they had to be redirected, so the toxic cars had to be redirected. Hey, can you believe 25 years on, they still got toxic cars in London, and they're still manufacturing them? I'm so disappointed in BMW making tin box electric cars, front wheel drive, tin box. They should be making hemp-based things, a bit like the i3, and four-wheel drive, lightweight and fun. They're missing a point. Our whole car industry is geared around making money. Now, I'm talking about the new Defender there, which is actually aluminium, to be fair. But it's about making money. It's about capitalism, churning them out faster, having robots and churning them out and selling them. We've got to change. Now, part of Extinction Rebellion, and I have to say this about normal people, because I am a normal person. I don't think so, Daddy. I think he's very abnormal. Thank you, Grippy. Who else would play with toys and talk to himself? Okay, Grippy, I know that might sound a bit weird, but no, I am normal. In fact, I would say I am an ordinary person. So when I hear about them and stopping tube trains, personally I wouldn't have done, because I don't think, but I can see the point of getting publicity. And this time of emergency, we have got so much bullshit, so much second-hand car, let's say, so much second-hand planet talk. I call it second-hand planet talk, where if it's a fine planet, you can kick it a bit and it's a good planet, this one. It's got a few more miles left in it. I know it looks like it might fail the MOT, but it's a good planet. I sell you my fantastic toxic fuel to run it. And then the patronising-ness of normal people and ordinary people going about their work. No, the mass has been fed bullshit and propaganda, and they're completely drunk with having to be a wage slave. Yes, they get angry going to work because they're like little worker ants, going off to their good little jobs, never questioning anything, and then of course a bad person comes, an abnormal person, me, and gets in their way and says there's a climate emergency, could you do something please, in a loving sense. So yeah, Extinction Rebellion is made up of individuals. I personally wouldn't do that, and I do like the fact that it's about love, peace, and action, and that's something which I like. Anyway, so it's buzzofftoxic. I'm a bit disappointed in all the car manufacturers. They are making electric cars, but they're still insisting on making these stinkers. People are still buying the stinkers. We're still on oil. The message needs to get out. We need to get off oil. And as for me, I'm abnormal because I'm driving this heap of crap. I'm talking to animals. Got anything to say? No, they've got nothing to say. They're just normal, ordinary stuffed animals. Thanks, Greg.